already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you know about future episodes as well, guys. Buckle your seatbelts if you haven't already. Make sure your tray is in the upright position here, guys, because we are just about ready to get going. And
guys, if you want a crazy ride going forward, a bunch of nonsense, but all nothing but the truth about the Giants, listen in, buckle in, tell a friend.
Let's go.
And now, here are your goofball hosts, Drew and Rob.
Welcome, fellow goofballs, to Two Giant Goofballs, the New York Giants podcast. I am Drew, soon to be joined here by Rob as we're piling back in here from our initial play-by-play coverage now to get on here with the post-game coverage with us. Woo! Post-game, the Giants win. The Giants win. Seems like the first time we beat the Eagles since 1872. Probably accurate. I don't know. No, I actually beat them a couple of years ago. I remember it was actually a blowout then too as well. But guys, this is the first division win in 9 games. And you know, I freaking love it, guys. But part of me is also saying, like, we're celebrating too much. We're celebrating like this is a freaking Super Bowl we just won. But you know what? I don't want to be that guy right now. I want to be the excited guy right now. I want to be the happy guy because the Giants just beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And while they may not be a great team, this was a team 4-1 coming in, point blank. 4-1. And I don't want to be the Monday morning guy. You know, I guess I know it's going to be, you know, Friday morning here soon, but I don't want to be the guy who's changing everything, going overly excited off one win. But guys, we've won 2 out of the last 3 games. You could make the case that we could have easily beat the Cowboys too if we just didn't go that stupid freaking prevent, you know. And that would have put us at that point if we beat the Saints, beat the Cowboys. God damn, we'd be 4-2 right now. The same record as these Eagles. Again, the queen of ball should be the king. We can go all kinds of places like that at that point there for us. But yeah, like I said, great freaking game, guys. It's not often we see these kind of games like this where the Giants just dominate from start to finish. And that's what they did. So much so that I'm grabbing tequila. We're getting going with the tequila, guys. And like I said, this was a game that, let's be frank, no one really thought we were going to win. I didn't think we were going to win. And most of y'all are in the comment section like crazy going too. Like, there's no way in hell this team's going to win. You know, but here we are. We won. We're now 2-4. You know, and as we see there in the comments there from Mark, Jalen's Hyatt sighting even. Like that's crazy. And they said this is absolutely cause for a freaking celebration, guys.
Let's freaking go.
Let's go! Feel bad for the audio people. That's probably gonna come out all funky on the audio podcast.
Yeah. Guys, and the words scattered out there, especially for you guys in Spotify and podcast.
I think that's exactly what he said throughout the game too.
Yeah.
So
we won.
And what's crazy is we got the post-game show is they're also on Amazon. They got freaking Scatterboo and Jaxson Dart coming up. And I'm telling you guys, it's hard for me as a Giants fan not to get excited about what you're seeing at a Jaxson Dart specifically. I mean, 2-1 now as a starter with the Giants, and point blank should be 3-0 if it wasn't for the goddamn turnovers. But 2-1 right now, like that's pretty damn good to start off your career there. Today he was 16-24, 187 yards, 1 touchdown, 9 carries, 58 yards, and another touchdown as well. Now, let me just go ahead and tell you guys that I couldn't care less about the yards part of it. What I care about is the fact that he's showing leadership on the field. That's where I'm really at. This kid is showing leadership. This guy is pumping up this offense around him. That is a leader.
Not just the offense, defense. I don't know if you know it was like end of the first quarter. Yeah, Brian Burns coming up to him getting excited.
Yeah,
and then
seriously.
talking to each other on the sideline. Like, that's a leader. We haven't seen that in a long time.
Damn straight. And you know what else we haven't seen in a long time? An invitation to RJ's house for a party
Let's go.
Party in his house if the Giants win. Let's go. Where are we going? Where are we going, RJ?
You look like a Manalapan kind of guy to me.
You go, what?
A Manalapan.
I'm Manalapan.
Manalapan Township.
No, he's in Texas, if I'm right. Right? I don't know. I'm trying to keep track of who's part of the prop is there's different names and street names and all, trying to figure out where everybody's at and stuff like that. But listen, guys, great freaking game. I can't say enough and how great. You know what it is too? This game, it doesn't make up, don't get me wrong, for all the times the Eagles have beat us up. But it's like it feels like the start of making up for that. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's the start of something new, is what it is.
Yeah.
You were dealing with the same old continuity of BS for so long of just getting hammered by this team. Just terrible things. And like, Grant, this wasn't a picture perfect game, but
this is picture perfect to me.
This is picture perfect for your first win against the Eagles and 11 wins after lose 11 straight.
No. I think the last one we had.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting about that. Like, but that's what we played in Philly, right?
Yeah, we had that one. No, that was
the one.
I don't know if it was. I can't remember if that game was in Philly or New York, but we crushed them. That remember that was like the game that like we sucked.
Yeah, they sat all the starters and.
No, they did not. No, they did not. We actually. I remember we hurt Jalen Hurts in that game on a tush push. Bobby Okereke got him. I want to say Tyrone Taylor was our quarterback.
So like week 18 or for
it was towards the end, but it wasn't week 18. It was, and if it was, 17. They were still playing their guys.
It might have been 17 because
either way, this is
the first 2 consecutive losses that they've had from week 17 to 18.
But I'm saying either way, it's been a long time since we beat the Eagles. I'm excited about it.
I'm pretty sure it's week 18. But anyway, that's way.
Either way, I'm excited about this win. I'm excited about the fact that Jaxson Dart controlled this offense with no goddamn receivers, guys. Let's be very clear on what just happened tonight, okay? Wan'Dale Robinson was the only receiver with more than 1 catch on the season. That's it. Going to this game. Wan'Dale Robinson. That's your list of receivers on the Giants that had more than 1 catch. Little Jordan Humphrey comes off the practice squad and has an amazing big catch right off the bat. As Anthony said, imagine if we have Malik right now. I'm telling you right now, and I mean this with all respect for Nabers, because I really do respect the way he plays the game. He's moving the ball around a lot, Jaxson Dart is. When you got a guy like Nabers, you keep on throwing it to him specifically. That's what happened. I actually think this might actually turn out a good thing for the development of Dart to a certain degree.
Yes.
I know it's going to sound nuts. I'm not saying he's better off without Nabers. Let me be very clear on that. That's not what I'm saying. But this is forcing him to throw the ball around. And it's helping him develop, I think, actually. Because before that, it was just chuck the ball up to Nabers.
Well, you can argue counter what you're saying. Like, is it better for him or is it better for the team if Nabers is there? Obviously, Nabers is a game changer. But if you let this guy play this year without Nabers, as much as we want Nabers there, he learns how to diversify the ball out there. So when Nabers is not open, you don't have to sit there and try to thread something to Nabers in triple coverage.
Yep. Force him to come back, jump up, and tear his ACL or something.
Yeah.
That would ever happen.
Something crazy like that. You know. But it gives the options where he looks at the read and he goes, oh, wait, you know what? I have Johnson open. Or, you know what? Oh, little Jordan's open? What? Okay.
And I and we also got to give a kudos here to the true MVP of this game, Jalen Hyatt. Finally catches things.
I know. What?
By the way, RJ says, yes, I'm in Texas going to my house, Drew, or let's go to Golden Corral. We're going to Golden Corral, of course.
Of course.
Burritos. The pot roast burritos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It took me so long to get back on.
So here's your stats here on the rest of the players besides Jaxson Dart here in the game. Cam Skattebo, who you know what? I just realized this thing didn't update, so I didn't even give proper stats on Jaxson Dart. 17 of 25, 195, 1 touchdown, and 13 carries, 58 yards, a touchdown. I think it was a little off on the one I gave there because it hadn't updated a little bit. Google's bad with that. Cam Skattebo on the day, 19 carries, 98 yards, a 5.2 yards per carry average, by the way, guys. 3 touchdowns. 3. The first time a rookie running back has gotten 3 touchdowns in a game for the Giants since 1971. So what does that mean? That's the thing most of us have never seen in our entire life. Not Saquon, not Rodney Hampton. Like, we've had a lot of really good running backs that started as a Giant. Never seen that happen in my lifetime. So that's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. You know what? Listen, if you're a two Giants goofball and you're on you're a manager of a fantasy team and you had an option to put in Barkley or Skattebo, who would you put in? Probably Barkley.
Skattebo!
Well, that's hindsight.
Skattebo
smoked it today. He literally got triple the points of Barkley because Barkley did not show up. Boom.
Yeah. I mean, this game is just
Giants.
This feels like, I don't want to say a turning point of the season, because I still think it's going to be a rough season for us, but it's a turning point for, like, you kind of see where things could go. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I kind of feel like to a certain degree there. Devin Singletary in the game, 3 carries, 10 yards. Tyrone Tracy, 4 for 6. Now, keep in mind, Tracy's coming back with a shoulder injury. They didn't use him a lot. They actually decoyed him at times even, so I'm okay with it. Receiving wise, you got 6 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown for Wan'Dale Robinson. 455 for little Jordan Humphreys. Again, coming off the practice squad. Why the hell wasn't he on the roster last week? Theo Johnson, 2 for 27. Jalen freaking Hyatt, 3 catches, 17 yards. That's 3 catches, 17 yards for Jalen freaking Hyatt, guys. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? There he is. Jalen freaking Hyatt. Cam Skattebo, 2 catches, 12 yards here. And guys, like I said, this offense, 34 yards. That's not about it. 34 points on the Eagles, who, granted, have not been playing as great as they have in past, but there's still been an average offense. 34 points is an impressive offensive performance, guys. Absolutely impressive offensive performance. So, got to give kudos overall to the offense. And, you got to also give kudos to the defense. I complained about the defense at halftime, and I'll say it point blank I did. And I still think I was right for saying it based on how they played. They gave up 17 points in the first half. But you know what they did in the second half? They gave up the goose egg. 0 points.
Drew, I tried to temper your emotions. Remember at the beginning of the third quarter?
Listen, it was an observation.
And you want to yell me about math? Yes,
I did. Math works, okay? First Giants quarterback to beat the Eagles since 1950, Jaxson Dart. They just said that on the screen, by the way. I got to keep on giving you stats as I see Amazon putting them up so I can steal them from them.
Thanks, Amazon.
Thanks, Amazon. It didn't take 2 days for that stat to get here. Must be a drone dropping it or something.
Same day delivery. Thanks.
By the way, really quick, if you guys are actually watching the post game as well, they got on the round table here, so to speak, with Jaxson Dart and Cam Skattebo. Cam Skattebo makes Richard Sherman look big. That's how small this kid is. Like, it's just amazing the way he plays. It really is.
Well, I think it's because he's like 5'9", 5'10". But let's talk about Fitz's Hawaiian palm tree shirt. That's amazing.
What? Palm tree shirt? What? Oh, Fitz. Yeah, Fitz always wears like a palm tree Hawaiian shirt. He's got a wardrobe like you.
Kudos.
You do have a lot of them. You have a lot of them. So, listen, you got defensive side. Let's give a little kudos here as well. Tyler Nubin, 6 tackles, 3 assists. Paul Adebo, 5-2. 3 tackles for Cordell Flott. He also got the interception that set up the final touchdown of the day there for the Giants. And listen, he had a great game overall. Speaking of great games, Brian freaking Burns, as dominant as they freaking get. Dominant as they get here. 3 tackles, 4 assists, 2 sacks of the day. Drew Phillips, 2-1. Kayvon Thibodeau, 2-1 as well. Like I said, really good game overall. Good returns by Gunnar Olszewski, I felt like, too. I felt like he really helped us with that end, too, as well. So, yeah, a lot of greatness, guys. I feel weird giving you so much kudos here. We're going to go ahead and put the we're going to go ahead and put the link here if anybody does want to pop in, by the way, and celebrate in with us here. I like doing it at the end of the day, though, so we'll do that again there with you guys. So that'll be on Twitch, Facebook, and, of course, YouTube, the preferred platform there, guys. We're going to go ahead. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and also give a little kudos here to, I hate to say it, like the coaching staff for the defense specifically. Like I said, I have not said I'm a fan of Shane Bowen. I've said quite the reverse on multiple occasions this year. But the defense made some adjustments this second half. And, I'm watching the Giants there on defense specifically. And I feel like you saw a change in where the defense was lining up as well. Like you saw, as we remember, we're complaining about it, and all of a sudden you see them kind of moving up a little bit there and going a little less prevent style. Cordell Flott, also good game as well overall. And Greg Sippers in the comment there, Flott needs to be kept at CB2 full time. Damn straight. I don't want Banks on the field at all. I want absolutely
keep him out.
I want nothing to do with Banks at all there. As we got RJ popping in, probably with directions on how to get to his house here for the party here. So I can try to see if I can squeeze us in here. Oh, hold on, that didn't work out. Let's see. How do I get all 3 of us in here? There we go. We're gonna have to do something a little different here. There we go. Whoop. There we go. So RJ, when's the party? You promised the party
Sunday. Oh, my dad's out of town right now, so
that's
probably
the perfect time to throw one. He can't be mad at you.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably tomorrow. My dad's out of town right now.
Tomorrow, okay, guys. So you just gotta fly to Texas real quick, and RJ has promised free food and a barbecue. I think he said something about a whole pig in the back. I think that's what I heard.
Pig roast, fantastic.
I've always wanted to do one of those. I've always wanted to. I never have.
Awesome. Listen up.
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it. So, RJ, what do you think of the game?
I didn't think we were going to win. I thought we were going to lose. I was so scared. I was so scared we were going to lose.
I didn't think there was a shot in hell we had a winning.
I didn't. Listen, I told you that in pregame. I told you we were talking about over. I didn't think we were going to dominate. I didn't think we were going to sit there and play a game like this.
Hold on.
I took the Giants.
I got to pause you real quick. I'm not interrupting to be a jerk this time, I promise.
Yes.
Jaxson Dart's mom is officially on Amazon Postgame.
Told you. Call that too.
Here we go.
Anyway, I said the Giants keep it close, but they kept it way closer than I thought.
I have Scotty Brewer in two of my leads. He got me 31 points.
Yeah, we got Anthony heading down here. Says, see you all the next show. Drew and Rob, appreciate what y'all do. Go Big Blue.
Appreciate see you next time, bro.
Man. That's the problem with the primetime game. People got to go to work.
Yeah.
Hey, well, it's 11:30 and I'm having tequila straight up. It is what it is, okay?
Drinking cold tequila, bro?
I drink everything cold. I don't care. I'm not an England guy.
I said gold. I thought.
I said cold. I'm like, yeah.
I said gold. I just saw that.
Yeah,
non-silver.
Little Jose I found there in the liquor cabinet. I'm like, what can I drink real quick?
Have you tried Jack Daniels?
Have I tried Jack Daniels? Yeah. Which version? Regular Jack? Bitter Jack?
I think it was an apple. I don't know which I had. It was my friend one.
I've met a lot of Jacks in my life.
Yeah. Jack's are great.
Oh my God, what's going on here? Scattaboo is literally getting the Hawaiian Flowery shirt from Fitzpatrick here on the post-game show, and they're ripping each other's shirts off. As Scattaboo and him are flexing. Oh my God, this is insanity. You gotta love this. You gotta love
Scattaboo's about to rip it off.
Is
it
just
holster?
You know what? I feel like, and I don't like to say this as like a one game is so important kind of thing, but if the Giants can come out next week and go like crazy and do this kind of thing again, like dare I say they start getting some confidence to get some things rolling here, you know?
We need to be like this every game.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's do it.
And the defense step up, but they haven't stepped up in a while.
Yeah. So the one thing I'm gonna have to like point out that I was talking about before, going into this game, why I had a little higher hopes is that there's been a lot of turmoil at that offensive line against the Eagles, right? And there were some injuries, and then they had guys playing in different spots, moving around, so there's not that gelling going together. And we took advantage, just like how we took advantage of the Chargers' beat up offensive line. It's what we did. Verse number 7, I absolutely agree with that.
I like the winter jacket the best, but it's a special place in my heart for the original.
But it's in your liver. That's not in your heart. But,
that's not so special.
But I'm just saying, like, listen, the Giants looked really good. I'm not trying to take that away, but we took advantages of their weaknesses here.
Yeah,
which is exactly what we're supposed to do.
We
had a game plan. We had a game plan.
And no turnovers.
Yeah, which is key. Like I was saying before, I missed the coverage for the Saints game, but like, how many times have you seen a team have 5 turnovers like in a game? It's something that's not common, and you want them to win the game, like
back to back to back to back back.
And once again, like, he's a rookie quarterback. If you're a manager of a company or a CEO, or if you're just whoever, and you hire a brand new person, you have a grace period of where you expect mistakes to come from. That's part of hiring new people. Like, they're not going to get it right away. So, like, when it came to the Saints, like, I said it when we were at our pregame before that, like, they play it's tough. Like, I don't like, no games to give me, but
that's supposed to be. But this one here is one that's
definitely not. Is it give me the 2? Because like, I don't think we're beating them again.
Listen, we'll see. We got in 2 weeks, we're going to have them again, and you got to think that they're going to be more pumped up to play us than they would usually be. That's for damn sure after this loss.
100%. Listen, if they would have won this game, I think it would have been harder for the second game for us. But
yeah,
I think it would be a close game again where we lose by 7 instead. But
I got.
Are we playing at Bucs next week, or
we're playing the Broncos? Right?
Broncos.
We'll play the
Bucs. We got to watch out the defense.
What was that?
We got to watch out for the defense. They have a good defense.
The Broncos have a very good defense. They have an okay offense. Obviously, Bo Nix is a halfway decent quarterback, but I still don't know fully what I think of him yet. But I mean, this win here, guys, I feel like sets us up for the potential for success. I really do, because this is a big win because of who it was. And I love the fact that, listen, you all know that watch this on a regular basis. I don't care about the hatred people have for Saquon. Like, I'm not the hate Saquon guy. I refuse to be. But the fact that we just beat him on the day that they're advertising this nonstop, this new documentary about Saquon and him wanting to leave the Giants and everything, it adds a little bit of niceness to this. It really does.
It does, and like it also makes the NFL world maybe stand back to see what they hear from here. Like, if Giants would have lost this game and they watch this documentary where it's like, oh my God, Josh, this to me, this, that, like, all the woes.
Yeah.
This kind of justifies what's going on.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely, this whole thing is very, very nice to see. So so the big thing is, like I said, I think we got to look at what we did right in this game. And I think little Jordan Humphrey created a big spark. I think the fact that we actually got, I can't believe, dare I say, we got to actually get high at the ball even. Like, there's something special about the way this is going. They spread the ball around even. Like, nobody went like crazy on the receptions there. And I think that's what you got to do right now, because of the fact that we're out our top receiver here, you're gonna have to spread the ball around. That's it. Like this is a chance to do something here. So, it's just a matter of continuing that going forward. Like, don't go, okay, we won, now we're done. Like, keep this momentum going. Because I'm telling you right now, if Daboll wants to keep his job and Joe Sheen wants to keep their job, that's the biggest thing. Win. And you're find people like myself who won't change their opinion and still won't necessarily like you, or we're not going to be calling for your head. You just got to win.
Yeah.
It's simple.
And
don't lose.
Broncos are a tough team. Not that, as a post game of this game, but Broncos are a tough team. And they're beatable. They prove it. But they are a tough team. The games they have lost, let's not forget about it. The games they have lost were very close games within field goals. They
Jones
very well. That team could be undefeated right now.
They just beat the Eagles. The Eagles.
They barely beat the Eagles. We just destroyed the Eagles. So technically, we got this.
Yeah.
But how did the Commanders play against the Eagles?
Okay. So now you're speaking negative now. Now you're speaking negative.
I'm just saying. That's the same. It's the NFL, bro. I'm just saying. Any given Sunday.
I'm just trying to be positive for once. You're bringing me down here. You're bringing me down. The keel will fix that.
I have to listen. We have our places here.
I know it's like role reversal here. It's weird. I'm the negative one. You're the positive one. So, and I guess RJ will be the indifferent one. We each have our roles here. So, listen. I think the big thing though is I also want to see on this is I'm curious, and I'll go back. I'm sure and rewatch this part of it here, but I want to watch the all 22 on the defense, specifically what they did in the second half, because we shut down the Eagles the whole second half, guys. We got 2 turnovers. There's a different feel. And don't get me wrong. Were we winning in halftime? Yes. We weren't blowing them out at halftime. The Eagles were still in it, by all means. This defense just took over.
They did. And
they did. We got
the interception definitely did help. But
huge.
Right away, what happened on the first drive the Eagles had was they tried to get the ball to Barkley, and we stopped them right away. We killed that momentum right away, which was the game changer, I think, in the second half, because what happened when the Eagles had the ball first? Yeah. They gave it to Barkley. First down, 18 yards, longest drive. First down, 19 yards, longest drive. And that's not field goal, but they had that momentum. They had Barkley coming in. And so when they came in second half, let's try that again. And they got shut down for negative yards.
Yeah.
That changed the game and the feel. And there's a lot of turmoil going on in that locker room for Philadelphia. So,
well, there definitely is. And like I said, we talked about during the game that, Brian Daboll kind of tried to get into the head of A.J. Brown, because he's been complaining about not getting the ball enough. And he went basically went into that. And listen, he had a very good day. I should give credit to definitely A.J. Brown in this whole thing here. But there's some turmoil there. There definitely is. And the offensive line hasn't played the way it usually plays. The receivers aren't getting the ball. Like we said, A.J. Brown going into this game under 200.
They had a bunch of injuries too during the game.
Yeah. So as we lost Rob here, you're now officially the second goofball of an RJ. Rob's back. Rob is back. He heard you were out for his job.
I'm about to take your job.
But it's like,
all good, bro.
It's definitely had the turmoil there. Like I said, they've been an average defense. They haven't been the same. They've won because of special teams and stuff. And I still think this team is not the same Eagles team it usually is. And the Giants, I think, kind of exposed that.
I just want to say that's a great big shout. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Say great show. Got to roll. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Greg, man. Even though it's not that great a show, but we'll take the credit.
We're set up like we're Hugh Jackman over here.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman. This is the greatest show because the Giants won. We beat the Eagles. That is a good movie. Listen, I'm man enough to say I love musicals. I don't care. It is what it is. That's why this show turns into one occasionally. It is what it is. I don't care. But listen, guys, I think the big thing is, like I said, is trying to find out what happened in that second half, because I really do think that's the big thing. This defense all of a sudden looks like the defense we thought it was going to be all year long, potentially.
Yeah.
In that second half specifically, and that's why I said I really do want to watch the All 22 and see that. I'll probably do that at some point this weekend.
I think we put more bliss plays in this game.
And that's a big thing, and we talked about that with the sack that towards the end of that Brian Burns had, that second one. He was actually lined up as a linebacker and blitzed. Ironically enough, they actually dropped one of the defensive linemen, so it's kind of like it was more of like a stunt play than anything else. But the Giants, like I said, they haven't been very creative on defense. It's been very vanilla. Like I think they just we got 4 pass rushers, we can just do this on our own. And something clicked in that second half. There was something there. And I also felt like the Giants wanted to win. And that sounds weird. Like, obviously, you would think every player wants to win. But the Giants haven't been able to close out games.
Yes.
And that's why, like, I remember we were talking at the stats. It was like, oh, Giants have an 88% chance of winning. And I'm like, oh, well, that means there's still a 12% chance to F this up. Like, that's where my mind went right to, which is sad. But it's like, that's what we're used to as Giants fans. They mess it up. They don't close it out.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 2.5 years pretty much at this point. Like the past 2 seasons have been pretty bad. We're at 2-4 now, so you can say half this season's been pretty bad because we were in a couple of these games. There's a couple of games we should have been in, but there's a couple of games we could have been in. We had some hope 3 years ago, and then
I remember back when
and then there were some, once again, some pretty sus seasons.
Yeah.
So it's like the past 10 years, you could say, like, as a Giants fan, like, how confident do you feel like you're going to win this division?
So I saw the stat, like the Giants are one of the 2 teams now in the last 10 years over 100 losses. One of 2 teams. You know who the other team is, by the way?
Panthers.
Nope.
Raiders.
Much closer to home.
Browns.
Jets.
The Jets. Both New York teams. That's. I feel bad for the city and the area as a whole, because we got passionate fans in this area. We deserve better.
Listen, it was a terrible. I don't know what happened in baseball. When I looked last, didn't look good for Philly. Philly also lost in the field tonight against the Giants. So
there we go. Philly people losing all around. We like that. That makes us happy. So, all right, guys, let's get the breakdown. We did the breakdown of the Giants did. Let's give the breakdown real quick, and also what the Eagles did in this game as well, which obviously shows you what the Giants defense did as a whole as well. Jalen Hyatt, 24 of 33, 283 yards, 1 touchdown, had that big interception given to Cordell Flott there. That broke really the longest active streak of consecutive passes without an interception.
What receiver?
Jay Hyatt.
What receiver?
Did I say Jalen Hyatt?
You did.
Oh, Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, I got Jalen Hyatt in the brain. The guy caught the ball. 3 times.
I know.
3 times. That's 3 receptions on the season now. It's very easy to do the math for a season total. So just look at this game.
Border Collins.
Saquon Barkley, like I said, absolutely dominated the first half, and that's one thing I want to look at specifically when I say second half as well, is the run defense.
He almost took off in the second half.
Almost.
Juice says about all this.
58 yards, which still is good, but he was averaging, what we say, he was averaging like 7.5 yards or something in the first half.
7.
So, yeah, so like it went way down from where it was. So Jalen Hurts, 7 carries, 13 yards, and a touchdown. He had like 4 freaking the tush pushes in a row, which I'm sorry. Again, I'm going to reiterate it for anybody who wasn't on the play-by-play. I hate those plays. The tush point blank, we really got to figure out how they start calling these penalties, these offsides, there's false starts, these It's everything. It's just ridiculous. Derek, real quick, got to give him a shout as well. Have a good night, guys. Keep up the good work. This feels good for us. Go Big Blue. Appreciate you, man.
Derek,
Thank you.
let's go.
There we
go.
Feels nice everybody being in a happy mood for once, right?
You know, I was thinking about it too. Like as I was watching, as I was watching the tush push go consecutively, like what 4-5 times in a row.
Tush pushes in a row. Like I feel like Jalen's ass is probably sore from that series of events.
Yes, they had like 3 plays. They did 3 plays.
4.
You know what? Daboll and the NFL should start looking at some rugby plays because like that's like a very common thing you do in rugby.
Yeah, no, I'm saying point blank. I want every NFL team to start doing it, so that way it gets banned. Because it'd be the most boring thing ever if every NFL team started doing it nonstop.
And as soon as you're on offense, but that's what I'm saying. Like, well, that's it. It's so hard to defend it because what you get it's the masses pushing against masses. So like you're so worried about defending the run, but if you line up like you're playing rugby, you line up to stop that at the line. That's how you play rugby.
Yeah, that's why
do you see in the first play that Dexter was holding Jalen Hurts like to stop him moving?
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do. I mean, I said on the show even point blank, I would go ahead and get line up 2 lines of defensive linemen and start throwing offensive linemen if you have to. I don't care. Like they're doing it because they got bigger guys. Because the reason it works in modern NFL, and I don't think it would have worked even 20 years ago, is the guys who are playing on the line are pass rushers. They're not as big as they used to be. They're not.
True.
Let's here we go. I'm going to give you a classic example. I can look at total moron here in a second here because I don't even know the answer to this. Okay, I'm going to look it up as an example. Let's do Abdul Carter, height and weight. Now let's do Michael Strahan. Now I'm not comparing the two as players. I'm just trying to show size in not a very big difference in football, really, if you think about it. And Michael Strahan had about 10 pounds on him and a couple inches. So a little bit of size difference here. Now let's go to Leonard Marshall. I'm going to go back another generation so we can see the difference. 6'3", 288. So Abdul Carter's 36 pounds later than Leonard Marshall was. That's a decent difference when you're talking body weight.
Yeah.
I would love to lose 36 pounds myself. Get rid of this Golden Corral gut here. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what's going on.
Burrito gut.
We're so focused on the pass rushers, and I get why we are in the modern NFL, but we're so focused on pass rushers that you got guys in the line that are just nowhere near the size they got to be to do that kind of move nowadays. Like it's just that's the problem. I'm gonna look up this here real quick. Let's see here. What's the average? What is the average weight of the Eagles' offensive line? I'm gonna do that. 338 pounds. So you guys literally giving up 100 pounds getting pushed around. What do you think is gonna happen? That's why I'm saying you want to beat them, throw every fat body you got there. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, I don't care, except Andrew Thomas. I don't want him playing defense.
Yeah.
The problem is once you do that, and you commit to that.
Yeah.
And to tell outside that that's what you're doing, and it's either a quick timeout or it's an audible to throw the ball down the field.
Go for it. You're still gonna put corners on for the players. You're still gonna have people.
If they're reaching to get the first.
You
down,
trust our corners.
You can get a fumble, like they're reaching for it.
Listen, I have to trust our corners. It's the only option you have.
Yeah.
If you want to stop the play, that's the only way to stop the play is put people just as big and just as fat in there to stop them.
Listen, I agree with you. I said you got to set up like a rugby play. Like at this point, like they're doing like a rugby stance when they set up for the tush push.
Like let's put
you have to
JMS next to Dexter Lawrence on the defensive line here. Let's do it. Let's go for it. If that's how you stop it.
Yeah.
Can't have 100 pounds given up. That's not going to work very well. So, Rest on the numbers here real quick here on the Eagles side. Receiving wise, Dallas Goedert was their leading receiver, 9 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. He was open basically, it felt like all damn game. AJ Brown probably had his best game of the year, 6 catches, 80 yards. Devonta Smith, actually, I thought he did a good job against him. 4 catches, 49 yards. Like I said, the only time I was pissed off when he caught the ball was the one time he got against Dane Belton, because Dane Belton should never be covering Devonta Smith. I'm sorry. It just shouldn't be happening. A.J. Dillon, 2 catches, 18 yards. Jahan Johnson, 1 catch, 17 yards. Saquon Barkley, 2 catches and 9 yards. So really, like I said, good job by this defense overall in the second half, so much that it kind of makes up for anything I was worried about in the first half in my eyes. Because you still held the Eagles to 17 points. I can't complain. You know me. We make fun of the bend but don't break thing because I hate the prevent style defense we play. But in the end, there's one stat I care about, and that's it. How many points do you give up? You give up 17 points to an NFL team. You're good. You're golden. Do it every goddamn game.
It's fine, Drew. That's what I was trying to tell you at halftime. You're too busy trying to give me stats.
What's the chances we were going to shut them down after giving up 17 points in the first half?
I was just trying to say, one half to the other half doesn't work the same.
We're usually bad in the second half. Like in the Saints game, it was 14-3.
See?
Boom.
RJ's on my side. What now? That's why we brought him in. He's having a party at his house, and he's on my side. I like this guy.
Let's go.
Let's go to the party. Reed Blankenship was the leading tackler for the Eagles. 5 tackles, 1 assist. Adoree Jackson, ex-Giant there, getting his butt whooped. He was targeted quite often. 4 tackles, 3 assists. Jahad Campbell, 4 and 3. Zach Bond, 3 and 4. Listen, Kylie Ringo, I gotta mention him as well. Point blank getting like destroyed. Like they targeted him like you would not believe. Like I feel like it was like, oh, where's Ringo? Okay, there we go. Whoop. And remember that was the guy they got a couple years ago in the draft, and I was like, oh, look, they got Kylie Ringo in the 4th round or whatever it was. Like this is a steal. He was a 2nd round talent. Clearly he wasn't. Saying.
Yeah.
It's like saying we stole Jalen Hyatt, who was a late 1st round pick, 3rd round. Not these draft analysts aren't always, the guys who know everything.
What are you talking about, bro? He's got how many yards today? How many catches? Come on. Worth it.
Yeah.
Years later.
By the way, heads up to everybody here. I just got a message on my phone that there's power outages in my area. So if you happen to lose me, that's why.
Whoopsie.
It just got the alert. Your home's out of power. Clearly it's not. Here I am.
Is it raining over there?
I don't even know. I've been inside my office here for the last 3-4 hours.
You're no Easter supposed to come up to Jersey, so.
Well, it's Florida, so chances are it's probably raining here.
That's on the other side of Florida from you.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's see. I can look up the radar, obviously, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's Florida, though. It's raining somewhere. No, actually, it's clear here. There's nothing. So I don't know what the hell is going on. Who knows? Maybe some drunk idiot hit a telephone pole. You never know. You never know.
Haven't seen the best of us.
All righty, guys. Well, I think that's going to call it a night for us here. Unless anybody else has any final thoughts you guys want to share here, because let's be honest, we're excited, but we're repeating the same thing. Like, yeah, Giants won. Yeah, let's go. Like,
yeah. Now, listen. At the end of the day, Giants had a very impressive performance. You have to give a little kudos to the coach staff here because they had more than one design drive for Dart and Scatterboo. They played well, and they came out in the second half, which even when we won against the Chargers, we came out in the second half kind of looking like a lame duck. They came out in the second half and played just as good, if not better, than the first half. So let's see some progression. Let's beat up the Broncos next week. Let's ride into Mile High.
Here we go. RJ, what's your final thoughts there?
If we just keep this going, we can not basically win every game, but we can win these couple of these games and maybe have a chance to get the playoffs.
What?
But I mean, we're 2-4. I mean, we're going against the Broncos and then the Eagles.
I just hope we can win a game.
We just beat the Eagles. We should have a chance.
I was about to say, talk to everyone a day ago. We're playing the Eagles tonight. It's a surefire loss. And you're talking about we have to play the Eagles again. The surefire loss.
Yeah, I said this a couple of days ago. We had a cup for you to take a pee in real quick.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Appreciate you enjoying for
a little bit.
There.
Take it, man.
Yeah, RJ, thanks.
All righty. Well, guys, again, that's going to call it a night for us here as we're ending the celebration here. The Giants win for the first time, it feels like, since when the Magna Carta
1942.
I went even further. I went to 1492. It's funny how that worked. I think that was the year the Magna Carta was signed, 1492?
That's when Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Okay, I was close.
But the Magna Carta was pretty close to that.
1215. Yeah. That's when the Magna Carta. I went even older.
Yeah, you way.
800 years.
Don't attack me anymore.
So it's amazing we haven't done that in almost 800 years during our 100-year celebration. But guys, listen, this is a good win. This is a good win for a lot of reasons. First off, we can make fun of the Eagles no matter what happens the rest of this year now. Like, even let's say hypothetically we don't win a game the rest of the year, which obviously we're not hoping for that. We can still laugh at Eagles fans who are losing this game.
And a game that mattered for them.
That's where we're at. So
this is the first time that they needed to win the game. This is one of those games where it was I don't want to say do or die, but it was very important for the morale.
It's a huge morale win. This is a huge morale win, guys. Point blank.
We just squashed that morale right out of them.
Yes. Like this was a huge morale win. And listen, guys, we're gonna do at some point this weekend. Rob and I still got to iron out our schedules and figure it out. But we're gonna watch that Saquon Barkley documentary and do a little show on our thoughts on that. It may pop up live. It may pop up as recorded. But if it does, we'll pop it up onto the podcast stuff for you guys. So you guys have something to listen to as a fourth episode there, because we always say we're going to do 4 in the season and 3 in the off season, no matter what. So we just got to figure out where our schedules sort of match up there, as I'm dealing with a little fun outside of podcast land here right now. So, but like I said, guys, we'll be back there at the very least. We'll be live Monday. That's for sure. We'll go back to our regular scheduled programming there. So as always, we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live, of course, on YouTube, our preferred platform, along with Facebook, Twitter /X, and of course Twitch, and Rob's favorite profile. And of course, we do all game day action, as you saw today. Those are with us that we do play-by-play during the game, post-game coverage as well. And of course, we're also available the next day on all the audio podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all the big ones there. So listen, guys, we appreciate you guys for watching, listening in. Feels nice to get a win, doesn't it? Feels nice.
Oh, it does. It feels nice to actually close out doing the right thing too.
Yeah, I just part of me, and I'm the cynic of the two of us, and I try not to be. Honestly, I want to celebrate the win here, but part of me is kicking ourselves that much more for the loss last week. We'd be 3-3 right now.
Oh, get out of here with that!
I can't help myself.
Any given Sunday, come on, bro.
It hurts. I hold on to grudges.
Yeah.
So, but guys, listening, I appreciate you guys for watching, supporting the show there. We'll see you guys there on Monday. If not, like I said, soon, if we do the live on the Saquon thing, we'll see if it's live or not there. I've got to figure out our schedule for that there. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. And as always, Giant fans,
go G-Man! Go G-Man! Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please.